Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 9, and if you're watching this on the day that it comes out, Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Crazy to believe that we are 9 episodes in already. I feel like we've done so much, but when I zoom out, I realize we've done very little. I want to give you guys a couple updates about some things I've been taking care of in Chinok Valley while you've all been away, while you haven't been inside Chinok Valley. I've audited some assets, so we should now be getting some much better FPS. I removed some cars that had 13,000 tries. I did this off of the suggestion of Prez. We talked about it on Twitter, and he was like, yeah, you should do that. I've cleared the map of all the trees and areas that we haven't touched yet. I feel like having the game render those wasn't really a good idea, especially since we weren't even looking at it yet. So we're just going to start adding trees as we start building areas, and that did clear us up a little bit of some power requirements that we definitely needed. I've also played with the traffic manager to follow some more realistic parking patterns, so you guys should see those lots get way more full. It actually, I think I realized that I need to add in more parking lots to Chinok, especially in the downtown area. It's crazy, and there's also like more parking on the streets too. It's really interesting. And I'm also going to be playing with the adaptive prop visibility and the random tree rotation. I'm still getting the flickering, even with the adaptive prop visibility. I can't seem to get the settings right, and that flickering still happens, albeit it's much higher up now, but it does still happen, which is kind of annoying. This episode, we're going to touch on some small projects, a downtown nightlife district, the passenger rail yard, and I know that the last couple episodes have been pretty time-lapse heavy, and even this episode is starting off in a time-lapse. The majority of the episode is going to be live build. Actually, I think the entirety of the episode following this time-lapse is live mode all the way to the end. And we have some really cool projects coming up when we think about it. I really wanted to fit the poll into this episode, but with the holidays, it was just not going to happen. We still need to take on our city hospital campus. We need to have the mall. We need to do a gated community kind of on the river bend between Emerson and Chinok. Not to mention the suburban expansion and the airport. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. Alright, and welcome back to live mode. So looking at what I've done, a little bit of detailing around. I added in quite a bit of foliage, and I finished up. I ended up finding that theater asset I was mentioning, which I think looks really cool. You just like have it it looks really neat. It's like a theater, so I put two of them together to kind of fill up the space and also kind of add in that kind of like a bigger building kind of vibe. I thought about adding a third one in, and I still might do it. I think it would look pretty cool. I'm just worried about the repetitiveness of these banners. So we added in some more foliage just to kind of fill up the space and kind of do, give the whole area kind of just a more a nicer looking feel. Did some terraforming to make sure this hill sloped a little bit better off this corner. Added some rocks in. We did a little bit of like a lookout point off of this, this like little lookout area, which I think looks really cool if I can get down to first person. Like, once we get the suburbs there, I think it'll look really cool to look out over what we have over there. I think that looks really cool. And I'll leave first person here because it's really hard to navigate that. And we have, just a couple areas around here. I really like the way these trees lit out. And I did this path. I did the wall rock kind of along the parking lot. I think that looks really neat. This is another thing I'm really happy with that came out. I forgot I had these like Rico kind of like road houses here. So I put a couple of them down kind of like in a stair step formation, but then what I did is they kind of stuck out just a little bit into the pathway, but I didn't mind that, so I laid a fence down, so it looks really cool. Like if we can go back into first person, and you can kind of see how it looks. See if I can get down into first person again. I'll have to do it over here probably, and then walk over there. Alright, yeah, so like I think that looks really neat. Like if you just look down that path, it kind of has the fences there for the path, got the wall rock over here, all the foliage just along the path. I think it looks really cool. And obviously you have these people walking around, and you have all the little shops and the restaurants, and I think once we get like some stuff over there, it'll look really even better. Laid down some bushes here just to kind of keep people from walking over the slope, and I think this is really cool. I did the sound barrier, similar like I did over there in our little apartment complex, just a sound barrier over here. I think it looks pretty neat. Just kind of blocking the sound, making so the trains running by wouldn't really cause too much of an issue over here for these nicer areas. But I mean, I think this is kind of like a nightlife area anyway, so even if it's going to be kind of loud, like just with people over here. So I think it came out really nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to doing our warehouse area and our like passenger train system here. And again, don't mind the flickering. I was working with adaptive prop visibility, but it wasn't getting rid of the flickering, so, and it was causing some other issues, so I just went ahead and got rid of it completely. So I still have random tree rotation on. I like it. I'm just dealing with the flickering until they get it fixed. Hopefully it either gets fixed or someone else takes over the mod, because right now it's kind of sad that it's not there. And let me just fix this, because that is obviously not okay. It's gonna be hard to bring that, so we'll have to bring this up probably. I wonder why that's so bad, and how I didn't notice it before. This just looks really wavy. Why is this so wavy? I might have to figure out what's going on here and try and fix that, because that's not cool. I think it's because I added this here. Let's get rid of that for now, and we'll bring this back down so we don't have that crazy slope there. Bring it back down. I love Move It. It's such an amazing mod. Do not know what I would do without it. If I can get this node here. There we go. Down. Cool. That's much better. And I'm thinking maybe in order to get that, I know this wouldn't be the way this normally would happen, but I think in order to get it to work so we can have that kind of a crossover, we'll have to do it just here. Default. Let's see if we can get it on a 20-degree angle. Yeah, I think that looks fine. I got a little clipping here, and I think we can fix that by just moving it up. Oh, that was one too far. Perfect. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Even though it kind of does that, but nah, we'll just have to live with it for now. But that gives us the crossover that we obviously want. That way this can get to all three and this one can get to that one. I think that gets a lot better. Okay, so I'm thinking what we're going to do now is we're going to do, this is going to be small. I was thinking about doing a bigger one, but my thought is, I'll come over here. We have this dead zone, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, but I think it would be really cool to do like passenger parking over here. So what we'll probably do is, we'll build, we'll just kind of have some tracks coming off this way and the other way, so we can have like a passenger rail yard over here with our intermodal. It makes more sense for it to be over here anyway. So my thought is like maybe over here is literally just like staging for a couple, just maybe like 1 or 2 trains, or nothing too crazy. I'm thinking like doing a repair shop over there. So right in here we're just going to do some very simple, let's see, we're just going to do, I think ACT is, if I search that I'll get the train assets that I'm looking for. So let's see if I can get them. Okay, so this is the bi-level. It's a lot of stuff pops up when you do ACT. I'm not seeing all of the Skylines assets that I want, so I might just have to go into the section where they are, and I think they're in the park section, as weird as that is. I used to have advanced toolbar, but I forgot the key command, so we're just gonna have to scroll through. I know they're in here somewhere, just gotta find them. Oh, I do have the chevrons. I was looking for those a while ago. I'll have to go put those on the highway. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is just do like a little parking over here, a little staging. I think I just said that. But I'm trying to fill time. Man, this is a big section of more beautification. This is so much stuff I don't even use. It's funny, like all these assets I downloaded, I don't really ever use. All right, so this is the Modern American Commuter Locomotive. This is the Modern American Commuter Coach. So is this the one I'm looking for? Yes, this is one of the one I'm looking for. So let's see what else is over here. These are all of the Sprinter. It's the AFTs, or the AFT prop version of the Mighty Genesis Locomotive. CityLink, bi-level sleeper prop. All right, this is going to be a lot. Still a lot of assets over here. Okay, so you know, right now what we'll do is we'll use a lot of my lines run the Biskeigelhausen's Modern America Commuter. So we're just going to use, actually that's what I'm using mostly in this entire, you know what, we should use prop line tool as well. So that's what I'm going to use here, prop line tool. We need to turn on the anarchy, and you know what, we're going to go in fence mode just so it starts where I put the dot. And I think, yeah, so that'll look good. We'll lay that one right there. I think that distancing is really nice. And so this is the Modern American Commuter Locomotive. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. We'll just spin it around as if it's sitting off there. Great, that looks really, really nice. Okay, so now we have, and let's do one more as if this is bringing up the rear. So we'll have it just kind of like that. Perfect. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna do some locomotive parking over here. So this is gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I want to do the bi-level like just over here. So I think if we do the bi-level, and I need to move that. That's not right, so we'll have to use move it to get that properly done. So this is the ACT gallery bi-level. I think this is exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. Or is it this one that I want? It's this one. So this is the bi-level prop, and this is the from the original American. Okay, so this is the American commuter train. This is the other Biskeigelhausen. We don't use that here. We're using the modern, so we use this one. So we're just gonna do one. This is gonna be. You know what we should do? Another prop line tool, and we'll go from here. Perfect, and we'll use move it to get that right there, and then we need to do, you know, let's just copy it because I can't remember what that was. So we'll just do the old copy, paste there, and perfect. So now we have a little bit of train parking. I think that looks exactly the way I wanted it to do. And then I'm thinking I want to do a couple just of these just randomly in here and not attached to anything. And I'm thinking do that one. Nope, it's not going to fit there. So yeah, I think, well, look at that. That's interesting. I wonder why that's doing that. So let's just Modern America Commuter Train MACT. Let's see if that gets us what we're looking for. Nope. Was ACT get us what we're looking for? You know what? It should be here. Yeah, I was right on it, so I don't know why I was freaking out. We have it right here. So we'll place that down. We'll make sure that none of these are flying, and none of them are. Although, you know what? This one looks like it's sinking from the move it move, so let's just put another one on here. Perfect. That's much better. All right, and then I want to do one more on this curve here, just like that. Perfect, and then I want one to be over here on another little section that we built. Oh, okay, and we got it there. So I'm thinking this is like a parking of the opposite direction. Maybe a little quick repair shop. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. I like the way these kind of fit. This looks a lot better. Now, next thing we want to do is right here is our platform. So we don't want people coming from our platform to our staging area. That obviously is not a good thing that we want. So we're going to just fence off this last platform here. So, we'll just make it so that you can't, yeah, maybe you should. So let's see, we want the fence. I'm not a fan of this fence. No, I'm not really a fan. I think we're just going to use the industrial fence that I like a lot. I tend to use that one quite often. But it's one of the better looking ones, especially for something like this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, and of course that freaking logo, like, it's right there. So let's just bring it here. No, there, yeah. So we'll go there. And we'll just bring it. It's going to come all the way here. And then I want to do... that would hit. All right. That doesn't look very good, does it? Okay. So maybe I can... You know what? I bet... Let's do this. I bet I can get it to snap to the actual station here with prop snapping. Can I? Will it snap if I use regular? That's annoying. Unfortunate. Okay, so how can I get this to do what I want it to do? Well, I guess maybe we'll just leave it like that for right now. Actually, no, I'm being a dummy. We'll just do this. We'll bring it out this way. And then we'll come over here. And then what we'll do is come up. So it cuts in there, so you can't get out of there. And obviously this has got a gate already, so we're not worried about that. And okay, I'm okay with that. I wonder if we can do like something. I don't really like the fact that that step is there. I wish I could get rid of it, but we'll just have to deal with it for now. The through ones don't have it, but it seems like it's there on the terminus modules. But I think that looks better. And then what we're just gonna do now is I'm gonna fix this problem because this is ridiculous. We don't want that there. So let's just smooth it out. Huh, what is that? There we go. All right, let's just smooth this whole thing out. I moved it all back in so I can get the road, but obviously we don't need it this far back. So we'll just smooth it out some more, just to kind of get a nice, more gradual slope out of this. Plus also I want to give us some place we can put the fence on really nice. Just to kind of, so we can make it look right. And obviously this is not the way you would normally do something. And we'll bring the size up just a little bit. So we can do more at a time and it covers more area. It also makes it a little bit stronger when you do it that way. So yeah, I did this so I can get the road in, and it was just a temporary thing. So hopefully you guys weren't freaking out about that being so stark. And we'll just fix this slope here. I'm really not sure why we'll slope that in properly as well. Same for this. And perfect. I really don't know why that is so weird looking. Let's see if we can... Maybe we'll just have to make it kind of jagged there to get that to be the way we want it. How does that look when we're outside of edit mode? Is it a move it node that's being crazy? It might be. I still think that's funny that's flying. Oh wait, you can bring props down now? Wait a minute. Is that new? Because if so... No, I can't bring it up. Okay. Apparently you can do it to vehicles, though. But not fences. That's weird. I'm gonna have to look into that because that's an interesting thing. Alright. I got really excited. I'm really sad. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a fence. Since there's going to be warehouses over here, so we're going to do a fence kind of lining the yard just to kind of separate it up a little bit. Because we'll think of this area as being owned by the yard, and everything else, you know, kind of being something else. So, we'll come in, we'll lay down some more fences. And I did do some lighting, and I want that lighting to be inside, so we'll have you come out that way, and then... I wish you could like snap to a straight line on this, but oh well. That's that way, and we'll just run kind of this way. We probably should have done it like that. Right, so we'll come all the way to this point here. And we'll bring it around just like that. More straight lines. You know, normally you don't curve in fences unless you absolutely have to. So and straight lines are cheaper. So my thought is that, you know, you obviously when you're doing a fence like this, especially for an industrial place, they would have been like, do it as cheaply as you possibly can. And that's what we're doing right here. Even though it gets kind of close to that train track, I think the straight line aspect still makes it work the way we want. And then we'll do the same thing we did over there. We'll do it in just like that. Perfect. I think that gets us exactly the look I'm looking for. So what we'll do now is let's take a look at it at night just to see how it looks. And I might even, yeah, I'm thinking since you could technically walk over here, I think the best idea would be to have another fence on this side just coming into the platform. And what we'll do is we'll use move it to move that out of the platform itself and have it just stop right on it. Perfect. So I think that looks better. Now you can't just walk onto the train track from the parking lot. We'll do the same thing over here. So let's select it. We'll come right from the edge of the platform this way. Then what I'll do is, you'll see I did the sound barriers. I just put it into the support here. So we'll just have that into the support, and then that support is technically part of the fence now. So yeah, I think that looks much better. And I'm not going to put much foliage inside because normally you don't have trees in here because, you know, obviously you have trains coming around. So I'm thinking maybe just a couple bushes. So we'll do the shady bush. I think that'll look really good. We'll be able to just kind of give it some texture while not going too crazy. Because like you see, like if you put a tree in here, well that tree well that tree doesn't actually look too bad. But like if you were to do an oak tree or something, so maybe we can put this shady tree fall. We can maybe put that one and a red one. And then we'll do one of the green ones just to kind of be in that vicinity. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll do some bushes. Where's the blossom? Or the bloom. I mean, I like the bloom. The regular shady bush bloom looks really cool. It's got like these purplish kind of flowers on it, which I think look really cool. And purple's kind of been a theme throughout this series. I've kind of went away from using those bushes that I started with the beginning of the series and moving over to the shady bushes, but I kind of wanted to get back to using that kind of color in this build because I really liked it. Okay, so we'll have them there, and then we'll use the regular shady bush. This is the light version. Where's the regular version? Perfect, right there. We'll just have it kind of cluster in this rail yard or rail little gap over here, and we'll do the same thing over here, and we'll just do a couple clusters. I'm not going to go too crazy. We're just going to do, you know, a couple heavy clusters and a couple light ones, maybe one or two there. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll zoom in so we can get some better FPS, just so we're not trying to render a bunch of stuff that we're not actually interacting with. We'll do this. I think this should be a heavy cluster, kind of all the way that way, and then we'll do one right there. I'll do a couple there. We'll do some more clusters, and then what I'm thinking is inside these clusters, I'll come back and put in some of the ones with some bloom or some blossom. So we'll do that there. I kind of want to maybe overgrow this just a little bit, so maybe we'll come back with some tall grass and have it on the tracks over here. I think that would look really cool. And then have that there. Some more over here, and then maybe we can do some more another tree over here. Yeah, perfect. And then, so what I like to do is I like to do these darker colors first, kind of in the clusters that I want, and then, like I said, I come back with the lighter colors. And you'll see I do that a lot when I'm doing foliage, because I obviously the way that I think is that one of these is going to be the most dominant plant species, and then you'll have a few that kind of like pop up inside of them, and I think that's typically the way it goes just in real life too, at least in what I see. Like you'll have a bunch of like of the same kind of plant, and then every once in a while there'll be like another one that's like different, and it's kind of inside or near that plant, just like maybe it's a parasitical, a plant that lives on the other plant, maybe it likes the shade from the main plant or something like that. And you'll see that kind of often. So I like playing on that kind of idea that maybe certain plants need other plants to actually make it. Something like that. And man, this is just adding a lot of textures in this general vicinity. Okay, so now we're going to come back in with the, let's see, the pink bloom. How does that look? I think that mixes in nicely with the regular. Yeah, so we'll do a pink one there. Another pink one there. And we're just doing these lightly because we're doing a couple different colors is my idea. So this isn't going to go everywhere. It's not going to be in every cluster. This is just, you know, think of this as like a dash of color inside our clusters, just to kind of make them pop a little bit, give us just a little bit of eye-catching ability. Yeah, and like I said, so you'll see. And once we add in all the colors, and you definitely would have saw that I did the park last week. If you watched me do my thing, I did like all of the oaks first, and then I came back and did all of the like fall oaks, and I came back and did all of the shady trees, and I really like the way that works. Okay, we're gonna do the red this time. Let's go around here and find where we didn't put a pink. Definitely is gonna get a red, and then these big ones will get a couple. This one should definitely get a red. Over here, this has got a red tree, so we're gonna stick away from that one, but we're gonna put a red bloom over here, another red blossom right there, and then I think another one maybe right here, and then one, yeah, right there as well. And what you see is you'll see this start to come together once we finish up. So we're gonna do it's pink. We already did pink, white. I think white will pop a little bit, so we'll do some more whites over here. So you'll see, like, we start to get, when you zoom out, you start to kind of see the color, even from afar away, you can see those blooms. And what's really going to make it pop is when I come back and do the light version of the shady bush, it'll be like a light green, and that will make it just kind of go crazy against the normal color that we have. You'll definitely see those pop out. They won't blend in with the grass too bad, and they'll just kind of be really nice on the eye, especially when you're looking kind of above a little bit or down like a row. It looks really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna do one more here. We'll do a white, and then we'll find the light version of our shady bush. All right, there we go. Two of those, and you see how it makes it just kind of pop out a little bit. just especially when you do it like right against the regular color, especially when you get these bigger ones. It fits really nice in here. And then once we do all of our shady bushes, we'll come back in with some grass, and we'll finish texturizing the edges with the grass, and then we'll come in with our surface painter, which I normally do first, but in this I want to do, because there's a lot of like the texture change with the tracks, so I wanted to get the bushes down first and then lay the surface painter around it. But normally you'll see me do the surface painter first to kind of give like an outline almost of where we're gonna put things. So we have that bush there, do another bush there. We're gonna put maybe one, that small one there. It looks really nice. And then I want to put kind of a couple over here in all these, because we did a lot of the purple over here. So I think if we cluster in the light version of the green. All right, and that's the end of episode 9. I apologize for the way that video was edited together. Some of my video files were messed up, and in order to get a video up this weekend on time, I had to kind of cobble around and edit it together. As always, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on in Chinok Valley, follow me on Twitter, cogwheel_YT. I respond to all my YouTube comments and tweets, so if you have any ideas or suggestions, please send them my way. If you liked the video, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe, you might want to also press the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.